There are movies and then there are cinematic resurrections. Ladies and gentlemen, when Top Gun 2, Top Gun Maverick, hit the theaters, it didn't just bring back an old franchise. It revived a lost art form. I mean, this is not just a sequel, it's a statement. And today, I want to tell you why it's one of the greatest cinematic experiences of the last 20 years. It is unbelievable. Now I know it's been out a few years, right? But a lot of people have not seen it still. You don't need to be a fan of fighter jets. You don't need to be a real Tom Cruise diehard fan. Believe me, if you've ever sat in a theater and wanted to feel something, anything, then this is one of the film that's just absolutely delivers unapologetically, emotionally, physically. It's not just a movie, it's a ride. And trust me, I'm not the only one who thinks so. I walked out of the cinema after my first viewing and I heard two women, maybe in their 30s, say, I'd go watch that again right now. No hesitation. And I thought, yes, exactly. This movie hits everyone, guys. Peter.
Wow.
Let's talk about what Hollywood's been missing for quite some time. Real movie stars, man. And, we've got actors. We've got talent. But where are the icons? Where are the names that light up a screen on just their presence alone? For years, movie stars have taken a back seat to IP, capes, universes, multiverses. You know the drill. But then along Top Gun Maverick. And suddenly everyone remembers, oh, yeah, Tom Cruise. He's not just acting, he's flying, man. Literally flying too. He's risking his life for a real performance. Yeah, in some of the scenes. This guy doesn't mess around. No CGI safety nets. And suddenly the room goes quiet because you can feel the stakes. And that's when it hits me. This guy isn't just starring in a movie. He is the movie. Cruise was a titan back in the 80s, 90s, guys. He really came to form. Risky Business, Rain Man, A Few Good Men, and of course Top Gun. And, that smirk, the charisma, that edge, then time passed. The industry kind of changed. Superheroes became the new gods for a while. Tom didn't disappear. He shifted. Mission Impossible kept him in the game, sure. But it wasn't until Maverick that people sat up and realized this man isn't just holding on, he's getting better. And let's be honest, how often do we see that in the industry? A guy from the 80s returning decades later with more presence, more energy, and more humanity than ever before. From the opening notes, lads, of the iconic theme to the IMAX blasting aerial stunts, Tom Cruise, Maverick, builds a feeling you can't fake. Authenticity. And I can't say the word properly. They've trained real pilots with real pilots. They flew real planes, or in the back, sorry. Cruise insisted on real danger, really pushing the envelope here. And you feel it in every frame. Your hands kind of grip the seat, you kind of hold your breath. You smile like a kid again. It's not just spectacle, it's soul. Maverick is older, more scarred, more reflective, but still goddamn sharp. And still dangerous, There's heart here. There's regret. There's humanity. The moment the mission begins, like the real one, lads. Oh man, the real mission. The entire theater held its breath. You're right in the cockpit with the lads. And the third act, that's not just action, man. That is goddamn emotion. It's risk. It's brotherhood. It's legacy. It's a finale that reminds you why you go to the movies in the first place. The ultimate payoff. By the time the credits roll, lads, you don't just watch it again. You need to. And because you just felt something you haven't felt in a long time. A movie that grabs your soul and shakes it awake. That's what this first hour is all about, man. Top Gun Maverick doesn't just bring back a character. It brings back a feeling. And now we go deeper because the second act is what this movie means. So what does it mean when a movie like this comes along? It means the audience is starving for real stakes, lads, for real people, and for that raw physical presence that actors like Tom Cruise bring. We've been sold pixels and distractions. Maverick delivers cinema. And let's zoom out. Why did this film, excuse me, not a Marvel, not a reboot, become a global sensation? It didn't just succeed, it goddamn dominated. The answer is trust. Audiences trusted Cruise. They knew he meant it, lads. Every interview, every behind the scenes clip, it was clear he wanted you to feel what he felt. And this wasn't a job, it was a mission. And you know, guess what? It brought people back to theaters. It really did. Not just young people, but people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, parents, couples, women, men, everyone. You know, this movie reminded us of what star power really truly is, and that is Tom Cruise, man. It's not just showing up on a red carpet, it's about delivering every single goddamn time. And Cruise does this. Cruise didn't just revive a franchise, he reminded the entire industry that practical filmmaking, real risk and emotional depth still matter. And we live in an age of algorithms, you know, autoplay, but when a man flies a jet at 600 miles an hour to make you feel something, you pay attention. You know, what really hit me was this. Maverick, as a character, he's older. He's dealing with regret, with loss. He's not just a hot shot anymore. He's a human, and that's where the movie lives, that emotional undercurrent between Maverick and Rooster, the ghost of Goose, the burden of legacy. That's what gives this film weight. And this isn't just adrenaline, it's emotionally earned. That's rare, and that's what makes it art. And when that mission hits its peak and Maverick makes his final, try not to give anything away, you know, you feel like cheering, you know, you feel like maybe crying, you know, you feel like living. That's what movies used to do, and this movie does it better than almost anything in the last decade. Oh, let's wrap this up, lads. This is the truth. Top Gun Maverick isn't just a great sequel, it's a cultural reset, a reminder that the art of blockbuster filming is not dead. Stars still matter, you know, and that we will still crave stories about courage, redemption, and human connection, you know. This is a film that people talk about on the way out of the cinema, and it sparks conversation, emotion, nostalgia, definitely, hope. Watch it, share it, experience it, lads, because in a world of forgettable content, Top Gun Maverick is unforgettable. And Tom Cruise, he's not just back, baby. He's better than ever.
Peter. Wow.